Good morning, students. Welcome back to the Maths class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, percentages. Let us start our class now. Before going to learn about percentages, we should remember some more points regarding fractions. See here, a list of points are given for the fractions. First one, we can find as many as equivalent fractions for any fraction. We know how to find out equivalent fraction for the given fraction. For example, if 1 by 2 is given, we can find many equivalent fractions for 1 by 2. So by multiplying numerator and denominator by the same number except a 0, so 1 2s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. This is one of the equivalent fraction for 1 by 2. And I am taking the same 1 by 2. I am going to multiply 7 by 7. 1 7s are 7 and 2 7s are 14. So here 1 by 2, 2 by 4 and 7 by 14. These are the equivalent fractions. Like this, we can find many fractions for given fraction. So this is about first point. Next, see, if a only common factor between the numerator and the denominator is 1, then the fraction is said to be in the lowest term. So as we know, by taking the same fraction 1 by 2, here for the numerator 1 and for the denominator 2, there is no common factor. If we take another example, 3 by 12. Here for the numerator 3 and for the denominator 12, we have 3 as a common factor. Because 3 1s are 3 and 3 4s are 12. So here numerator and denominator having the common factor 3. But if a fraction having a numerator and denominator without common factor, then that type of fraction is said to be in simplest form or reduced form. Next is the third point. To reduce a fraction into its lowest term, we divide the numerator and denominator by a common factor. Now only if you see the same example, 3 by 12, here we have 3 as a common factor for both numerator and denominator. Now to reduce into simplest form, we will divide numerator by 3 and denominator also by 3. Then here 3 by 3 means a 1 and 12 by 3 means a 4. Here this 1 by 4 is a simplest form or reduced form for the given fraction 3 by 12. So if a numerator and denominator are having common factor, then we should simply divide by that common factor both. Next one, all the fractions that have 1 as a numerator are called unit fractions. For example, 1 by 10, 1 by 41, 1 by 7, 1 by 21 and 1 by 15. Whatever the denominator, if numerator is exactly equals to 1, then the type of fractions are known as unit fractions. See the next point. A fraction whose numerator is greater than its denominator is an improper fraction. See some examples for improper fraction. 3 by 2. It is an improper fraction because if a numerator is more than the denominator, we can say it as a improper fraction. Next, 10 by 7. Next, 111 by 59. So these all are the examples for improper fractions. Next point, a decimal number is a fraction whose denominator is 10, 100, 1000 and so on. As we discussed in earlier class, if a denominator of any fraction is a 10 or else 100 or 1000, 10,000 like this, then we can say these type of fractions as decimal fractions. So a decimal number is a fraction whose denominator is 10, 100 and 1000 etc. For converting a fraction having the denominator equal to 10 into decimal number, just remove 10 from the denominator and place the decimal point one place from right in the numerator. See, if 35 by 10 is there, then how can you convert this fraction into decimal? Remove this 10 in the denominator, write numerator as it is, and after the first digit from right side, you should keep a point here. So 3.5. For converting a fraction having the denominator equal to the 10, then just remove 10 from the denominator and place the decimal point one place from the right in the numerator. So, if a number is only 5 by 10, then simply we will write here the whole part is not there. We will replace it by 0, 0.5. 5 by 10 is equal to 0.5. If a denominator is 100, then how should we convert fraction into decimal? If here it is 100, then after 2 digits, we have to keep a point for the numerator. Here we have only one digit, so that we will take required number of zeros, then 0.5 is the answer. If it is 1000, then we will take 3 digits point after 3 digits from right side of a numerator. This is the way to convert from given fraction to the decimal. Already we have learnt in previous topic. So see here, next point. To convert a decimal number into fraction having a single digit after the decimal point, write the whole number numerator without the decimal point as the numerator and 1 followed by the number of zeros equal to the number of digits after the decimal point as the denominator. This also you have seen. If decimal point is given 5.37, then how to convert this decimal number into fraction? First of all, write a given number without decimal point as numerator, and for the denominator, here you should count a number of digits in the decimal part. Here 2 digits we have, 3 and 7, so that we should write 2 zeros followed by 1 in the denominator. Okay, take one more example. 1.027. How to convert this decimal number into fraction? First of all, write the given number without decimal point as its numerator, 1027, and for writing denominator, you should count a number of digits which are presented in the decimal part. Here we have 3 digits, 0 to 7. So you should write 3 zeros followed by 1 as a denominator. This is the way to convert given decimal into fraction. So fraction means a number without the decimal point and 1 followed by the number of zeros equal to the number of digits after the decimal point. These all the points which you have learnt in previous class, that is the decimal. These are helpful to learn percentages. So keep remember all these points. In the next class we will see what is a percentage and its symbol.